Hey guys, and welcome to another tank replay. Another replay cast. This time featuring Nisstro from the NA server in his E100 in a tier 10 match, 357 matchmaking on Cliff. Starting from the south spawn. E100 is one of the older tier 10s. It's been around in the game for a long time now. It did get a couple of buffs like a year or so ago now, almost 2 years now. Early 2017, a lot of the German tanks got buffed. E100 got a bit better pen on AP, and I think the gun handling got buffed as well. But this match is going to be a fairly quick and dirty one compared to the last video that I recorded, which is the IS2 replay from Calosaurus. Not checked that out already. Do so because that's a fantastic game. So Nisstro here, taking his E100 down the one line, just not giving an absolute fuck about the enemy team and what they want to do. Friendly tanks are already chasing the enemy Sheridan up the hill there, and the enemy T10, well, yeah, that guy's yeah, he's not gonna be very happy about that. Yeah, it's his match over already. Bounces a shot from the Tortoise, does get tracked by the UDES. Just slowly making his way over to the corner to try and get himself into cover. The T28 does pen him with AP while the Tortoise bounces another APCR shell. Quite lucky for the T28 to pen the angle, because it was a similar angle to the Tortoise that it seemed to hit him at. Just yols off a blind shot in the hopes of it hitting the T28 there. Enemy Prius sitting on that corner, fighting the friendly T100. Nisstro keeping an eye out for the T28 or the Tortoise, though he's going to want to try and take down this 257 because he wants to take control of the middle here and maintain that, so then his team can just work their way around the other side. 257 there, trying to get a shot on the friendly, well, now AFK Charioteer. Looks like the Charioteer's not actually AFK, but having connection problems, so feels bad for him. But this 257, yeah, he's not gonna have a good time. He's not gonna have a good time at all. He does kill the friendly Charioteer, but well, his time in this world is not very long. This does take hit from the artillery, but you've got to expect that in this kind of tank. Puts another shot into the 257, a fairly high roll there. 786. This is a 750 alpha gun, remember. You do want to play the E100 as a trading tank. You do want to get those trades in, because you don't have the armor to really sit there and take shots too long, because people are just going to spam heat at your turret front and you're going to be a very sad panda. Does bounce the AP shell from the 277. That will not have gone through the front of the E100 even if he hit it flat on. Does take another hit from artillery, and that's going to be the main source of Nistro's problems this match. Enemy IS-3 there trying to get round against the friendly T100, not succeeding. Nisstro just taking his time, making sure he gets rid of the stun. Meanwhile, friendly team have made their way around the eastern side of the map and are now confronting one of the enemy tanks over there, confronting the 705 and working their way towards the enemy FV4202. Meanwhile, enemy Tortoise has made its way around to Nisstro and puts a shot in which damages his engine and sets him on fire. Of course, Nisstro has got an automatic fire extinguisher, so he does take minimal damage from that. Fixes his engine as well, puts a 50 shot into the cupola of the Tortoise to 853 damage. Of course, he's firing heat here, which is actually a sensible option, so you do want to make sure that pens, because the cupola of the Tortoise did get buffed with the rest of the armor, so that can be fairly troll at times. There's another shot in, 740 this time, and he's looking to finish off the Tortoise and start working on the T28 here. This is turning into quite the slugfest for Nisstro here, as he takes his time, puts the shot in, finishes off the Tortoise. Now it's just the T28 down there. However, the 277 has not been spotted in a while, so he does have to worry about that. There is also artillery left in the match, 2 of them left. the GWE-100, and I think it's the M40. Goes hull down. He manages to go hull down against the T-28 here. The enemy IS-3 does pop round, but friendly tanks are getting shots on him now as well. The T-10 starting to get shots on the IS-3. T-28 bounces a shot off of Nisstro's upper plate, I think it was. Nisstro just finishes him off with a high roll. Heat into the lower plate. T-28 never really stood much of a chance there. Friendly arty just punishing that IS-3, 540. That had to be the T-92. And the friendly M40 taking a shot as well. Didn't seem to get this any more spotting as he moves around to try and finish off the IS-3. Object 277 spotted again in exactly the last location he was seen. Nis finishes off the IS-3. Does take a hit from the enemy UDES, which damages his ammo rack. He moves into cover and then makes sure his ammo rack gets fixed. Enemy T-95 now caught out completely by the rest of Nisstro's team. And now Nis just taking his time so then he can start just lobbing shots at this T-95 who's probably cursing his luck with his team right now. I mean, I don't mean to sound harsh, but I don't really have much sympathy for this T-95 taking such a passive spot with a tank that could quite easily have made Nisstro's day very difficult if he'd gone down the 1-2 line himself. So I have no sympathy for this T-95. None at all. As Nisstro just puts the final shot into him. Finishes him off. Enemy UDES spotted once again. Friendly T-44 put a shot into the UDES. Nisstro now moving around to apply pressure and then just finishes off UDES as the GW100 is spotted. So is the M40, M43. Nisstro is not going to get the reload here. A bit of a spoiler alert, but he's not going to get the reload in time to kill either of the artillery here. As the T100 makes his way around against the M40 and finishes him off. And so that was an ace tanker, steel wall, high caliber and top gun for Nisstro, as he scores 8,359 damage, 6 kills, and 1,205 base XP with his E100. And surprisingly, he actually made a profit. He did have to use a premium account for it, but even though he did fire a reasonable amount of heat, he did actually make a good profit there. Even though he did use his automatic fire extinguisher, it seems like he has a few of those in stock, as he only spent 6,000 credits, which will have been on the regular repair kit and med kit. He also ended up with 3,887 XP total after the bonuses from the premium account, as well as a couple of personal missions and the ×2 for the first victory of the day in the tank. So, congratulations to Nisstro, some good brawling there for sure, showing that the E100 is still a very capable tank if it's allowed to just take those trading shots and just keep putting those 750 alpha shots into where it needs to. Like, this is just showing what these guns can do if allowed to just, like, take its time, play the slow game against one tank at a time, and just constantly just keep those 150mm shells raining down on the enemies. So very good job to Nisstro. And thanks for putting this replay up, and, sorry Sofi, kind of raced Sofi to get this one, so, I'm sure Sofi will also make a replay video of this in her own way, probably with a couple of twists and turns here and there. So when she puts that up, if she puts it up, which she probably still will, I don't think it's going to deter her. So do go check hers out if she puts it up, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.